We stay in Europe for our next story. Residents of Serbia voted in a crucial local election amid ongoing protests against the government. The election tested President Aleksandar Vučić's ruling Serbian Progressive Party following deadly protests sparked by a tragic building collapse. Vučić claimed victory with over 50% of the vote, while opposition candidates also declared success, citing strong support from student-led protest groups. Police stepped in to control clashes between rival supporters, with voter turnout reportedly above 80%. The election reflects deep political tensions. Vučić called the protests a foreign-backed attempted coup and hinted at possible national elections very soon. We now turn to the Indo-Pacific for our next story, where a South Korean court has indefinitely postponed the trial of President Lee Jae-myung, who faces charges of making false statements during his 2022 election campaign. The decision comes after the Supreme Court earlier ruled that Lee had violated election law and sent the case back to an appeals court. The Seoul High Court was set to hold a hearing on June the 18th, but now says the date will be decided later. The move cites Article 84 of South Korea's constitution, which protects a sitting president from most criminal prosecution. But experts disagree on whether that applies to cases prosecuted before a president took office. Meanwhile, Lee's party plans to pass a bill to suspend ongoing trials for incumbent presidents, a move that could face constitutional challenges. Meanwhile, President Lee Jae-myung and Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba have vowed to strengthen bilateral ties as both leaders agree to coordinate closely on North Korea. President Lee said pragmatism will shape his foreign policy, including security, cooperation with Japan and the United States. To South America once again, where a powerful earthquake has struck central Colombia, rattling the capital of Bogota. The U.S. Geological Survey recorded the quake at magnitude 6.3, with its epicenter near the town of Paratabueno, around 170 kilometers east of the capital. Colombia's own geological service registered the tremor slightly higher at 6.5. The quake sent residents rushing into the streets, with buildings shaking and sirens blaring across the Colombian capital. Let's listen in to some who evacuated the city.
Fue un susto grande, quedamos nervios porque no estábamos preparados en este momento a ningún tipo de estas situaciones y pues genera, digamos, como miedo, sobre todo por la familia.
Tembló durísimo, un sismo. Como parece que es entre 5 y 6 grados en la escala de Richter. Hace ya un tiempo no lo sentíamos así de fuerte acá en Bogotá, aunque tiembla con frecuencia, hace rato no era así de duro, no se sentía así de fuerte.
Our Bogota mayor, Carlos Galán, said there were no reports of casualties, though one person was treated for an anxiety attack, and minor structural damage and power outages were reported in parts of the city. Services, he confirmed, have also since been restored. Colombia is no stranger to seismic activities. The region last saw a major quake of similar strength in 1999, which killed nearly 1,200 people. Authorities are continuing to monitor for aftershocks. Well, that's